Very good evening, everybody. I hope you're all well. And here we are for the second live out of the one-day special. And my turn to be with the lovely Hazel for this hour as well. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Come on. Should we start again?
Do it again.
Right, start again. Just go play something with you. Right, okay. Okay, right, get ready. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Lovely for the second hour of the fantastic one-day special with the lovely Hazel. Good evening, lovely Hazel, the lady to my right.
Hello, Scott.
Hey, that was a good start, wasn't it?
It was fabulous, yeah.
It went really, really well. Seamless. That's
Yes.
going to be ticking that over. How are you, anyway?
I'm good, thank you, yes.
You've had a busy show and the launch at 6.
We did. It's been going rather fast. I'm not surprised, though, because two things for me.
Yeah.
Price point.
Right.
What you're getting in the set is it's almost like a starter pack.
Oh, okay.
So you can see that the stamps are $14.95 all day long.
Yes.
But we're giving you 15 sheets of cardstock in there and an instruction sheet for folds.
So anyone just wants to start off, I mean, if they've never got a stamp in their life before,
Yep.
never done anything at all.
Perfect for that.
It is perfect, isn't
You're
it?
getting 13 stamps on that plate.
Ooh.
So that is from, like, you've got single rose heads, you've got the stems, you've got that beautiful music background there.
I love that.
You've got a few sentiments on there. You've got happy birthday, happy anniversary, congratulations. So this could be going through Valentine's Day, anniversaries, weddings, just
yes.
birthdays. You can change it up. So you've got the cardstock there where you can make your card blanks, and being able to make the 10 folds is brilliant. So you've got them additional leaves that you can add. Obviously, if you couple this one-day special up with a few of the other products that we've got on the counter, then you're going to be set, because masket is one thing that every stamper should have.
Okay.
That's going to transform your life if you haven't already tried it.
Right, okay.
And watercolour card at that price for the amount of sheets you're getting, with the stamps, the techniques, that's going to be my first demo.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yes.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So if you are watching, and maybe you've seen other presentations before as well, you've seen people doing some stamping, and we talk a lot about different cardstock and what's on there as well. I promise you, if you're thinking, what can I go? This is a great one to get you going. And if you're already into your stamping, I think you'll really appreciate what you're going to get, because when you see these, they are absolutely beautiful. See, I love music anyway. I think music just looks great, doesn't it? Anyway.
And it mixes in with so many different styles.
Yes.
So the two cards that you're coming, they're the twofers that I demoed in the first hour.
Right,
so two cards from one sheet of 21 by 30, which came in the pack. And I just kept it simple, but we've used the music notes in there, one of the sentiments, and then a few stamps on the rose. But I've also put an insert in there using the 180 GSM super smooth paper.
That is great.
And then I've mixed it up with one of the sentiments from the pick and mix, which is further down the counter. But it's a lovely weight, and even though it's lighter, you can still ink on it. You can still do all your different techniques on it. It's just a lighter weight, so perfect for printing onto, all sorts.
That is really, really lovely, and I love this one as well. I think that is beautiful. That is gorgeous, isn't it?
So the beauty of this, having that stem separate, means you can do so much more. You might just want to stamp a border with it, but you could make a bunch of roses there, and there's 2 or 3 different roses on there, one without leaves, one with leaves. You've got leaves separately, so again, if you're using your masket, you can put as many leaves as you want on there, or go with the one that we've put the leaves on for you with the buds as well.
So you've got that sort of amount of variety and that you can interchange as well and play with. But they are beautiful, aren't they? Look at those. Absolutely gorgeous again. But that, like you say, different colours on those. I mean, the roses do, don't they? You know, they come in all sorts.
You can have lemon, you can have pinks, you can have the variegated ones. But I must thank Anita and Caroline and Claire for their help. They've really helped me with the samples. So thank you, girls.
are absolutely brilliant. So, if you want to go for this one, and why wouldn't you, when you think about what you're getting for your cardstock in here, and you're also going to be getting those stamps, and you are getting this for only $14.95, which is absolutely brilliant. Now, you think about that, that is the price of just the stamps. You've got that saving of $4.75, but you are getting those absolutely beautiful papers to go with it as well, and those colours as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just for Christmas, they are beautiful, aren't they?
They're all
really?
year round, definitely.
They are gorgeous. It is really busy. Not only is that a brilliant bundle, I can tell you that everything in this hour is under 20. That would be amazing. Under 19, fab. Under 18 would be amazing. Under 17, fantastic. Under 16, spot on in this hour. Everything under £16 for you. The one-day special, already 40% of that stock has already gone. That's after just one live hour. So please go for this. If you can grab it right now, do so while we have got stock. 962066 is your chance to go for the one-day special. They've also got a brand new happy hour offer for you, and this is great because this is going to cover, I mean, if I'm just starting out, I'll be working with lots of different mediums, for example.
Absolutely, yeah.
This is, I mean, there's a huge amount, but this will cover pretty much all aspects,
really. Of course
really.
It will, yeah. It's a brilliant matting and layering glue. You can use it for sticking lots of other different things. I think metal and material, to name a few on there. But if you're new to crafting and you want to take advantage of this, I would certainly look to be decanting it into a smaller bottle.
Right, yes, yes.
So whether it is one of the smaller bottles of Carlisle, or when our bottles come back in, which should be hopefully before Christmas, this one, I know that you can, I can't remember how many it was now. Was it 23?
27, was it?
Somewhere, 20-something,
so,
we'll say. 20-something fills on that, and then...
Been a while since I've been one of them.
Yeah, there's equivalent to 10 of those in that bottle, because it's a litre.
That is brilliant. So if you, honestly, if you use a lot, and like you say, for your mat and layering and all those sort of aspects to come together, take advantage. £14 saving on all of that, a litre of that. So just $15.99. Now, that is just for this hour that offer lasts for. So please go for it now. Grab it and pop it in your basket. 227990 is your item code for those, which is absolutely phenomenal.
It's certainly worth checking your stash and seeing if you need to top up. Because we've got this Christmas break off, you need to make sure that you've got all of your essentials around you.
Yes.
And anything on the show is guaranteed Christmas you'll get it before Christmas. So stocking up on certain cardstocks, it's the best time.
Do it now. Do it absolutely now, which is brilliant. Lovely. Right, let's work our way across then for you and give you all those lovely textures that you can work with on your stamps. So textures, I mean, again, maybe if we're just people thinking in my mind's eye that starting out, that are going for the one-day special because they're going to get that paper, they're going to get those stamps. Just talk to me, what is it that's so important about good texture stamps?
So textures are really important because they're going to work alongside the one-day special and so many other stamps that you've got at home.
Right, okay.
There is a board there underneath the rose samples that you put down.
Is that yes, there it is, on that side, yes.
So what's on there is I've stamped all the textures out for you, but I've joined them up. So it hasn't just got to be, because the stamps are an A7 size, that's quite like half of an A6, so it's quite a small stamp.
Yeah, okay.
To be able to join them up and build a whole background, or maybe if you want to be stamping around your frames, they're just going to add texture and dimension to your cards and depth. So, yeah, a real good pattern builder stamp there. You've got your peel paint kind of look. You've got that kind of blockade brick parquet type floor. And then you've got that lovely Hessian, it almost looks like crumpled paper as well.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. And then the one next to it, I love that one with the ink on there because I've put glossy accents on. It just it interferes with the ink.
Tilt that there we could catch, yes.
It just gives a really nice effect. That would look nice if you do it in the sky and it could kind of be clouds or maybe on the ground. There's a wonderful frame. In fact, I'm going to step back and get it. Claire has made this, and it's made from all of the texture stamps. So she's stamped it around the frame there.
Oh, that's clever.
Then you've got like circles cut out, but they've got the textures for the trees there. You've got that lovely brick wall across there. That's got the peel paint one on there. And then here, you see in the background, that's that kind of bubbly one. So they all work together really, really well.
That's a great way.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I know I'm glad you get all four because you know when you look at that and you go, oh, if it was
Which
a pick and mix.
one do I like?
I can say because they all
of them.
look
all of them.
You get the whole lot. $14.95 for those. 941170 is your item code for all of those, which is absolutely lovely. You're going to really enjoy working with those. Now we've also got the watercolour for you to work with. The details we'll bring for you for that one, because I know that watercolour papers. They can be pricey, can't it?
It can be, yes, because it's a brilliant medium to use, and obviously we love the different effects. But to get one at this price,
there we go.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking it's 20p a sheet. Does that sound about right?
They're on it. Well, I'd love to say yes, but
I know I didn't work it out. Andrew told me.
20 pence a sheet, it is.
Well done, Andrew. Well done, Andrew.
I mean, £16 off on that, so you've really much a half price on the whole offer, which is phenomenal for this. Now, that is 80 sheets that you are looking at for that one. It's 280 GSM, which is phenomenal on that, but for £15.99. Now, when we say about watercolour, I mean, obviously, for watercolour, perfect for it, but you talk about the texture and what it gives other sort of card making or any other sort of working, because at 280, we're not that far for construction work as well, aren't we, really?
I use it for construction.
Do you? Yeah, right.
In fact, there's a frame card right in front of you.
This one here, is this? Oh,
that's made from watercolour card, but it just allows you time to manoeuvre that ink. If you want to stamp an image down, you're going to spritz it, that colour's going to bleed, and then you can go and stamp over the top to bring it back to the foreground again.
Lovely.
It just gives some beautiful effects.
It is really, really lovely. And again, like I say, for that price, if you are into your watercolouring, you'll know how much you could pay elsewhere. This one, that is a brilliant deal, £15.99. Item code you need for that one is 422157 for that. Now, there's a lot more. As I said on this show here, so much for you, all way under £20 for the thing. I mean, a lot of these are under £16 for, which is phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant. Now, the Mylar, by the way, the 350 micron that's on there, $11.99. You're going to get 6 sheets. This is, again, perfect to want to make their very own for this, isn't it?
So they come in 12 by 12 sheets. Now, the first thing I do is chop them into 4, OK?
Yeah.
That will give me 4 stencils then for 50p each.
That's brilliant.
It is amazing. So we're looking at your thin metal dies. They don't have to be steel rule dies, just your thin metal dies. Let me get one in my hand. Oh, it's down there. OK, so this is just a standard thin metal die, and all you do, you layer it up, you pop it through your machine, and it cuts. We're not looking at anything intricate because this is 350 micron.
Yeah.
So it's a real thick one. It's going to last you for ages and ages. So any of your simple shapes, I mean, look, you can, I don't clean mine.
There, yeah.
But we've got circles, we've got stars, there's hexagons, that one needs cutting. These are 4 circles from our cut out animal dies. But there's so much you can do. I think I've even got one on here with clouds on. There we go, clouds.
Brilliant.
And hearts, and it goes on. And in fact, our popular skyline die, that works too.
Ah, there we are, yes.
So I've always got that now. It's not a piece of card that's going to get crumpled. It's a sturdy stencil. So I just keep them in a little pizza box, and then they're at hand whenever I want to use them.
So if you've got one again that you have to keep recutting or working with as well, like you say, basic shapes that working with, etc.
Yeah.
This is a great way. They're going to last, aren't they, as well?
Definitely.
For that, like you say, for $3.50 to go on those. So $11.99 only. That will give you 6 sheets, and as you heard there, best thing is to cut those through into your 4s to start with. You get a huge amount there. 394204 is your item code to look out for that. But again, like I said, please check out the website for you. There's loads of offers on there. Right then, Hazel. So what are we looking at first of all? What was it?
First thing, I just want to show you, on the 6 o'clock hour, I didn't quite have time to finish the card, so I just wanted to show it you finished. So down the side here, I've got my textures, which I stamped there. Now, I stamped those in black and grey, just to give more dimension, but it just shows you how well the textures work in with the rose stamp set. Then we've got our congratulations down there. We've got our little... what do you call that? Stem.
Yeah.
That one, yeah, round the corner. These are decoupaged up, so I've got a bit of dimension there, and then I've got that round there. So that folds down, and it looks really nice on the red, as opposed to next to that, look, the white. So I just thought I wanted to show you. I did stick around after the show finished. I thought I must finish this because it was lovely. Anyway.
It is lovely. It is lovely with those.
So first of all, I'm going to be making this card with you. I'm going to use the watercolour card and just show you a few different ways that you can use it and get some nice results from it.
Okay.
So for the card blank, I've got a 21 by 30 from our bumper pack.
Yep.
And I'm just going to pop that as a half fold. So that is 15.
We'll just bring the details up for you for the bumper pack, and you can take advantage.
So I'll put that out the way because then it won't end up getting messy. So I've got an A4 sheet of watercolour, and I've just cut it to make 2 matten layers. The larger one, I'm simply going to ink around the outside. Now, I'm not going to be tidy. because it's you don't need to be, because it's going to be covered up.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go quite vibrant and just scrub some of this ink around the outside. But it blends onto beautifully.
Because obviously, for when you were using watercolour, you'd wet the paper, work with that. But I mean, would you just go with it dry? Obviously, you don't need to do it for this.
For that technique, then yes, I'm just, because that's all you're going to see of it. So that's all I need to do. But for this next piece, what we're going to do, we're going to use our Scotch tape.
All right.
And I'm going to place down on my mat, and I'm going to mask off an equal border all the way around. So I'm bringing that up right to the edge, and I'm going to press down hard, because I don't want any of the water to leak under the tape. So if it does, please just forgive me. Okay, there you go. I've set myself up now so that if it leaks under, I've said.
I mean, obviously Scotch tape is a name, isn't it? That's
of course,
been around for many times. Because normally when people are putting that down, they would say, "Oh, lightly put it on, because you've got to remove it afterwards."
No, I'm saying press this hard, and you watch next, it'll all rip off. Because I haven't taken any of the stick off, and realistically, maybe I should have done, but hey ho,
no,
it'll be fine.
No, it will be fine. It will be fine. But
so I've got that down in place. Now, you'll only see it's on by these little crosses here. And I've given that a firm press. I'm going to use, from the stamp set, I'm going to use this single rose. Now, I didn't clean it from last time, so I'm going to stick it onto a block. And I am just going to quickly give that a wipe. And normally I do use a spray of water and a cloth, but just for speed.
Yep.
I'm going to use that,
We'll allow that.
I'm just going to dampen that off. There we go. So, water spray, I'm going to just mist over. So I've got like a wet covering. I haven't soaked it, but we've got a nice covering there. And then I'm going to ink up the stamp, and I'm randomly going to go in, and then as it hits the water, it's going to start and bleed and seep. So I'm just going to cover that over, making sure I go over the edges onto the tape. And if at the end some of the bits haven't bled as much as I've wanted to, then I can add a little bit more water onto there. So that gives me a nice covering.
Love that, love that.
And then what I'm going to do, is there any areas? No, I think I'm quite happy with the way that's bled. I'm just going to dry that off.
Like a nice little soft focus photograph of your rose petals.
I'm just going to come across here, look, and take the water off the tape. There we go. So I'm going to lift it up off the mat, because I want to dry the back, clean that. It's important to dry the back of the card. There we go.
Okay.
Right, so now I'm just going to stick that back down. So if I was to take my tape off now, it would just look, it wouldn't look much. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of peel paint. Just
you're just going over the edge of where the tape is.
So
on.
it's going to, what we're going to do is going to be framing our work now. So just add a touch of green into there. And then if we wanted to add a little bit more pink into the background, we could just add and blend a few little bits.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's no, just add a few bits in. So when we release that one first, when you release the tape, if you've done what I've done and stuck it down really hard, keep it at that level, and when you peel that away, I'm not going to waste that tape either.
You better use that a bit, wouldn't you? A bit more of that.
Absolutely, yeah. So then you're just going to keep, which one's down now? This one. To
Isn't it amazing what a difference a border can make to a project?
Yeah, it's like a faux matte and layer, isn't it?
Yeah. That's lovely, that.
So that gives us our framed piece.
Really pretty.
So whenever I'm doing a watercolour, I would 100% stick down with red tape, because if I stick that with glue, I'm going to end up with crumply edges, and I don't like that. So I'm going to get this tape right to the edge. I do believe we've got this on the show, and this is the 12 mil.
We've got the details up on the screen. It is 825810, 13.99, but that will get you actually your 3 mil, your 6 mil, your 9 mil, and your 12 mil. That gives you 120 metres in total, and each roll, whichever those sizes, there are 30 metres on each of those. So I've got them actually here as well. So 13.99, you're going to be getting all of those that you're looking at. So all the different sizes, all those. So each roll that you're looking at here is the equivalent of 6 standard rolls. So that's real bulk buying on that. So if you do use your red liner tape, grab this again while you can get that amount for that price at just $13.99. It's a really, really good deal. You know what? Since sort of working with a channel, you start to realise just. I used to think the tape was tape, that was it. But then you start to work out, well, I need this for that.
Yeah.
And so the different thicknesses, the different sort of width that you're going to be looking at as well, and what works on different materials. It all comes down to that, isn't it?
If you make the frames, you'll realise that you need different widths.
Yeah.
Depending on which ones you're making. So that's why this configuration works so well, because it gives you some of every size.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just going to stick this on, and then I'm going to show you another technique. Whoopsie. Right, which way up? That way. So just centralise.
That's so beautiful. That's
a
really
skinny
lovely.
border there. Okay, so that's the base done. We're just going to pop that to the side and bring in my stamping platform. Now, I've just got an extra bit of card. I have gone ahead and done some roses, but I just wanted to show you how I've done them.
Brilliant, thank you.
So I pin that down. This time I'm going to pop my rose, let's do it that way round, onto there. So first things first, pink ink onto there, stamp down, and then spritz on. So you can see you get that lovely bleed.
Yeah.
Then you would go in and dry. Shouldn't take too long.
For this, for what you're doing there, if I didn't have a stamping platform, is it just a case of steady eye with what we're about to try and do?
Do you know what?
What you advise me is get a stamping platform, maybe.
For this thing, it really does pay off to have a stamping platform, yes. I'm not going to lie to you.
No,
it'll transform your life. If you don't own a platform yet, I would highly recommend getting one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move that up there. Will it fit? Yes. So now I'm going to go and freshen that up. And what that does, it just pops all the detail back in.
Yes.
And then all I would have done is gone in, nearly, add some ink down there, and then I can just highlight in and just pop a little bit of extra ink, take off the excess, look, and just pull that down. And that just really highlights, taking that ink off, and just adding some darker areas in, and keeping some whiter areas. It just adds a bit of detail to it, but a really nice technique.
Yeah, I love that.
Which with your platform, so look, I've got 1, 2, 3, and all I've done is I've cut them out and I've given myself a little border around them.
Oh yeah.
So I'll keep those. We'll take that off. And plus, once the stamp's on there, it hasn't moved, so you know you're going to get it in exactly the same place.
Got you.
So I've got a strip of card here. I'm going to pop that in, and we're going to use a birthday and a happy. And I'm just going to position on there. Looks-ish. That looks about straight.
I'd say
we'll go with that. And then again, we're going to ink that up.
I had a go at stamping earlier on one of the shows.
Yeah.
I had 2 little things I had to stamp, and both were wonky. I called them a jaunty angle. So,
well,
you know, you don't want to be too precise, do you?
No. So that gives us our happy birthday. We'll pop that to the side, and then just to pop that together, I'm just going to layer that down with a bit of glue. And
is that your colour you got in there?
This is an EVA in there, which is coming I think the next time I'll be here, I'll have it. And the next time I'm here is the 22nd of December.
Oh, you're getting one? You're back in before Christmas?
Yes, I've got another one-day special.
Oh, lovely.
It really is.
Is it?
I was playing with it.
I saw that in your eyes then.
I know. I was just like... I had to stop playing because I needed to get here today.
Oh, I would say you've already got it then. And,
yeah.
Oh, wow. Can you give us a bit of a insight?
Let me give you a clue.
Yeah.
Chocolate and cream.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, that sounds... I think I'll just put on £3.
I would have said coffee and cream by the smell in here, but, you know.
Lovely smell of coffee in the studio from earlier.
Yes, I don't like coffee, though.
Don't you?
No, I'm probably one of the only people that doesn't like coffee. I like waffles.
Oh, yeah, there's a smell of waffles in here as well.
Yes.
Oh,
so
look at that
gives
Hazel,
us a real simple... but effective with
really effective.
We've made that background ourselves from the stamps, but yeah, just something quick and effective. But that watercolour card has made that.
That is gorgeous. Yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much.
That's
Great inspiration. Right, don't go anywhere, everybody, because there's even more, of course, coming from Hazel in a second if you're loving those ideas. Just remember when we talk about the one-day special, when we came on air for this one, over 40% of the stock had already gone. Really, 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 really popular, actually. When you start thinking of one-day specials, I can't remember the last time I had a one-day special for under 15 quid. This is it. Today we are there for $14.95. Again, I would say you think about what you're getting there for those stamps. I mean, that's a really good, sizable, beautiful background there that you've got there with the music part of those. But you see in there working with the roses, and as Hazel has mentioned, all those different elements from the stems, from the actual buds themselves, all those different parts of the roses itself. I mean, that's your quintessential, absolutely most beautiful rose garden piece, isn't it? That is stunning how you're going to do that in bouquets, single roses, those little sections you've just seen that have been working, of course, that Hazel was doing there with those. You know, they are beautiful, beautiful projects that you'll have in the making. Not only that, for that price is fabulous, but then when you start thinking about you're going to be getting the true red, you saw the difference that Hazel made at 6, you got the true green in there also, and you got the super smooth card. All of that, 5 of each of those, all included in that price. No wonder it's so popular already. Grab yours while we got stock. 962 066 £14.95 is phenomenal. Oh,
A fabulous gift for a crafty friend.
that is a great gift, isn't it?
Or a stocking filler.
Yes, that is
You're going to get it in time for Christmas, so I think a perfect gift.
Go for it.
Yeah.
If anyone shows any signs of interest trying to do it, or you just think, do you know what, let's get them started themselves on it, go for that. It is brilliant. You may want to also chuck in, I mean, it's not the most romantic stocking filler. Don't get this instead of the big one that they're expecting, but... if they do love their work, you know, then go for this one. And my producer went, I'd take this year, to be honest. $15.99. Look at that half price there, really, from £14 saving on this one now from $29.99. It is just for this hour. 227 990 for $15.99. And as you heard Hazel say, once you got a litre of this, probably worth decanting that down into your smaller glue bottles that you'll be working with on your projects, because there's a lot of glue there. Could keep you going for a long, long time, depending on how much glue you're getting through, of course. Right, now we looked at the texture stamps, which they are stunning. Let's just show you the board one more time. You are getting all 4 of these stamps at work, and they are beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So many different ways of working with them. But as Hazel was mentioning, are really important just to break up your backgrounds, just to keep that interest going with your designs that you're working with. But here you've really got lots of your areas covered. Between that, and then you've also got, if you go for the one-day special with that music stamp that's on there, you really are set to go, aren't you, with some fabulous projects. 941170. You get all set of 4 of those for £14.95. Again, all of this for under £16 across the whole of the desk that we've got for you on this hour. Really good savings. 941170. Now, for the watercolour cardstock, that's what we've just been looking at there with Hazel, and you're getting a really, really good bundle here. Huge amounts, 80 sheets in total. 280 GSM, and as you heard from Hazel, again, this is great again, and been done some construction and work on this itself there, and again, it takes your colours absolutely beautifully, whatever your medium that you're working with, and that lovely texture that you're going to get. Now, for that price point, £16 off, so half price, $15.99 only. All of that is done with this card there. 422157. Beautiful stock to go for it. Again, really good if you're going to get it. If you're stock and you use a lot of your your watercolour is going down. Get it now while we've got it at that price. Now, we've also got some other beautiful options for your stamps that you can look at, and these, again, are absolutely delightful. I know we've not had a good chance to look at these yet for you in this hour, but these are lovely options, 4 different options in total that you can look through to choose which ones you want from 989-782. Really, I love the fonts on these. I think these are absolutely gorgeous, really bold. In fact, if I just show you just a couple that we've got here and how they work, but they're lovely and bold. But how would you describe what is this kind of font that's on this?
It's like it grades down, doesn't it? It's lovely. It makes it look like you've done a lot more work than you have.
Well, that's nice.
Just by adding that little bit of yellow at the bottom of the With Love, I think that's got glossy accents on as well. It just looks amazing. I love it.
I like when you said it then, makes you look like you've done a lot more work than you have. That's what you want.
I love stamps like that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm loving that. But they're lovely and bold. They are. This is beautiful, this card as well, isn't it?
Open it. That's it. Now turn it around.
There we go. There we go. Whew.
Just for you, with love.
Oh, thanks, Hazel. Made my Saturday. 989, even though I called you a bloke at the beginning of the show. 989 782.
I've heard worse.
£14.95. All of those you can choose from on all the options, of course, there on the website for you to go with it. How to make friends and influence people. Don't call them a bloke. We've got the poppies for you here with the true red that works on here. So you can get 10 stamps and 10 sheets all together on these ones. 290 GSM. But this is beautiful. What a lovely collection this one is. You've got a saving of £3.50 on that. So again, under £15. But very similar to what we've seen with the roses and the music, but I love this with the poppy.
The script is amazing. It's one that we keep going back to. In fact, it's on my next demo because it just works in with everything. The poppy has been such a popular set for us. You've all really loved it, and I do too. It's amazing.
Has it been popular?
Popular, yes.
Popular? Oh, I like it, I see. Very, very nice. Very beautifully done.
But that one demonstrates, so I've stamped that down, but before I've stamped it, I've spritzed it with a bit of water, so it just bleeds out a little bit.
Right.
And then you've got the gorgeous glossy accents on there as well, and how shiny that shows.
Doesn't it look great?
Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous. 441 936, £14 and 95 pence only. Now, we mentioned this earlier on with the Mylar, and you're getting 6 sheets, and you suggest again cutting this down each one into 4.
Absolutely.
Working with those as projects for it.
Yeah.
I've got actually one
You've
here
got
as well.
A board there.
Yeah, I've got a board here to show you with the stars that have been working. But again, if you're using your very popular shapes that you again come to time and time again, have them. And this one is 350 microns. So again, you've got a lovely thickness about this. Going to work and last a long, long time to work with. 12 by 12 are your sheets that you're looking at. 6 of those. 394,204. £11.99. Hazel's got a couple more examples there that you can sort of see of shapes, but perfect to work with, isn't it, to cut out? Nice
Absolutely.
and easy.
And I was just going to show you how I layer mine up. I have a cutting plate, the Mylar, and then the die face down, and then I just put, there's like a plastic shim and a metal. That's enough. And you just sandwich that in. Hope I haven't moved it because I didn't tape it down. And then feed that in, and then it comes out, pops out. Because it's a simple shape, you don't need all the layers in. You see,
not too fussy. Yes, I've got you.
So that it did move down a little bit, but look how easy that was.
And you're ready to go.
Absolutely.
And like you say, they're really going to last. So it's a good investment in for those. £11.99 only. 394,204. Now, the super smooth cards that we have for you as well. Now, this is 21 by 30 in its size, actually, and you're going to be getting 80 sheets. It's 300 GSM, 21 by 30. So the super smooth we talk about for these ones. Again, across the board on these projects you work with?
Absolutely. So which one was you on? 21 by 30?
Yes.
Yes. So that's an 80 pack. That when we launched the 21 by 30s, it was black and white mixed pack. So any technique that you do on the A4 Super Smooth, you can do on that because it's exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
And you can all rest assured, whenever you buy Super Smooth from us, it is going to be the same product week in, week out.
Right.
It's the same factory, so it's not going to differ whether if you order some now or in 3 months' time, it's going to be the exact same product.
And for the Super Smooth, again, for all mediums pretty much?
Absolutely, yeah. Stamping, inking, texture paste, brushos, everything.
Love it.
Pro marker,
absolutely brilliant.
alcohol inks.
That's a great price. £10.99 only. £10.99. 553 999. Grab that one, which is lovely. Now we've also got for you. That's the super smooth. We've got the mixed pack. So we've got a bit of everything in here for you, to be quite honest. I'll just go through them. You've got the super smooth, you've got the watercolour that's in here as well. We've got the true red, true green, and you've also got the black in there. So we've got 280 to 300 GSM on these ones.
Yeah.
So again, perfect for your construction to work with on all your projects.
All of that is acid and lignin free apart from your super smooth.
Right.
It's a great starter pack. Maybe if you're going for the one-day special, that would work in really well with it, because it gives you a chance to play with all the different cardstocks and see if if you enjoy them.
I like that one again, and a £13.99 price only on your £17 give a penny. 944 030. Really good pack to be working with on all of those, actually. 10 sheets of each colour is what you're going to be getting for those, which is lovely. Right, ice gold. This is the ice gold. Is it the inserts on these? Yes.
It is, yeah.
So these again, so those lovely projects, invitations or special occasions.
Yes, so you can print onto them, but when you ink onto them, because of the gold, it gives like an interference. So I'm just going to ink a little bit on here so that you can see. You don't lose that sparkle. It comes through, and you can still flick water at it and that, but let's see if I've done enough there for you.
Oh yeah, no, you see, yes.
Look at the shine.
Still
on
catches,
there.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's very clever.
But really effective.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. Really lovely. Now, look at that for an offer that you're looking at. £24 saving is incredible. So it's only £14.99. 446 374 300.
300.
Wow! I'm reading this offer now, and let me start this one again. Right, everyone, attention, please. Sit up at the back, everyone. That one, £14.99, £24 saving, 300 sheets, and that looks beautiful. Grab that. I want to make sure that's got your attention. 446 374. So much on the show for you, actually. So much. Now, I know earlier on Hazel was using in the demonstration the Scotch Tape. There's 2 rolls of that available as an offer for if you wanted to. That's just £13.99. It is your removable tape, so again, you can use that a couple of times on your projects, but really good quality. £13.99 999 217. Also, we've got for you, and again, if you want to go for the basket, then this is perfect. This is your A4 sheets for these ones. It is perfect for all of your stamping. 976569, just £9.99. You're going to get 10 of those. Now, we'll tell you, over half of the stock has gone, so please don't delay on that one. That is looking very, very popular indeed. Lots of people have got their eye on it. Rightio then, Hazel. It is 8:37.
Okay, right. So I want to share this one with you. I'm going to be using the textures. I'm going to use the script from the poppy stamp. I've got the beautiful rose and then a sentiment from our pick and mix. So really mixing up together here.
Lovely, lovely.
So starting off with, I've got a sheet of 21 by 30. I'm just going to make a really quick. I'm going to cut 5 centimetres off the length. And then this piece, I'm going to cut down to 20 centimetres. That's going to be the strap that goes across the front of our bridge card. So I don't need that, and I can take that away. So this piece then goes onto our board, and we score at 5, 10, and then we rotate and do the same. Less to remember then. 5.
That's always good.
And 10. So turn it over, just fold the folds in, and then flip back. In, and back.
You've folded before.
Yes.
Yeah, you can tell.
So that is a bridge card, real nice and simple. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So I did do some of it because I like to prepare. I've done a matten layer for down each side in the script. Didn't want full print, so I've got like little bits missing just to give it some interest. So for this panel, what I'm going to do is use one of our textures. Now this is the kind of bubbly one. I was going to do something different first, but I've changed my mind.
You're allowed to, it's your prerogative.
Yeah. I'm just going to ink that up, and I'm going to do sort of like 2 or 3 different stamps off. It'd probably get me all the way across actually for what we need it. The ink does go a long way, but the more you build it up, it just gives you layer upon layer. So I'm quite happy with how that is, because I do want to stamp a sentiment on there. And if I go back in with dark, it's going to kind of interfere with it a little bit. So we'll take that one off and we'll put the one on that I was going to use. So I've got, that's done, that's done. Right, I've cut myself a matten layer for the centre. This is where your masket comes in. So what I've done, this is a piece of masket, it's on its backing still, okay? So I would have put it through my die cutting machine and cut a circle out, and that's what I've got there. I'm just going to take the backing off. I'm going to decide where I want it. There. Oh no, that's wonky. Well, you can't have a wonky circle. I mean, it's not central.
I was going to say, that's clever.
Yeah. Diddle. That's where it's going. Okay, so it's in position, and then the width of it, look, my texture reaches all the way across,
right
so
across,
I can go down, and I can match that up.
Lot.
So we'll go down with some VersaFine. Now I've gone black. I was going to go grey, but it's too late. We'll go black.
You said that while you were looking for
I
the
know,
grey.
because I looked at that and I thought, well, it's quite dark. Let's go a bit lighter, but never mind. So just position. And the answer is, yes, I could do this in my stamping platform, but...
You don't want to?
I'm just doing it with a block. The reason being is because I want to just move it down and it would be awkward.
Yes, yeah.
So make sure that you press hard, because if I pull this up and I've missed a bit, then it will be a lesson to do it in your stamping platform. Okay, so in theory I could have pressed a little bit harder around there, but it's fine.
No one's judging.
No.
It's texture as well anyway, so
yeah,
it's okay.
So then I'm going to line that up, and I might have to just put my head over a little bit. There we go. And again, press that down around the circle. So I've got a little bit missing there as well, but do you know what?
No.
Adds to the flavour.
It does. Adds to the flavour, yeah.
Like a bit of flavour. Right, oh, in fact, let's have that bit there. But when it joins up, it's pretty seamless. There we go.
Yeah, that's
so
great.
that
It's
gives
brilliant.
us a nice background to start with. I'm just going to wipe that bit of ink up. So now I'm going to peel this off. And there is a circle under here, stuck to the back of my block, look. And I'm going to put that back on there, and then that's ready for me to use again, and I put it in my special little box. And now I'm going to use the outer. So I'm going to stick that down, and that's going to protect.
Ooh.
Okay, right. So now we'll choose a rose. Which one did I do? This one. Have I got the block hiding? And the ink. So I'm going to stamp down. Okay, move that out of the way. And then on my sheet, because this is my not cheat sheet, prepared sheet. So I've stamped my images down on my masket and I've cut them out ready. And I'm going to peel one off. And then when I've used it, it can go back on there, and you can use it more than once. So make sure you've got that.
We've got to line this one up, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh.
I say we, Hazel.
Yeah, come on then.
You know.
You do it. Oh, no,
Well, listen,
sorry, you're not allowed.
If only there was
Not
no
allowed.
screen and we was allowed to come in 2 metres, I could show you.
Right. I am just going to put that over there. Just because, oh no, it was dry. So now I've got some festive berries. And
This is going to be bright.
I'm going to blend over and just add down some ink. And the masket is just protecting everything from the rose to there. And then from there, I'm going to go in and I'm going to pop some of the music notes. So I think first I'm going to add a bit of red in, because we can. I like that.
Yeah,
and
nice.
now I want to add in some black. And we'll just have some on towards this side, like that. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then what I need to do is, look, I'm making space. I'm chucking everything away. Some of this black ink, because I really want that rose to pop off.
Yeah.
So what I want is, sorry about this, I've just got to get a black pad.
Oh, it's all right. It's okay.
Black, there we go. Come here. And another blending tool. What I'll do, I'm just going to scuff that around, look, and that just deepens. When I take the rose away, it will become clearer.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a shadow from, but something that would be impossible without your masket.
Yeah,
so when we
absolutely.
take that away, and we take that away, look, that looks really nice like that. And then all I would do is come in and I would just paint that in. So keeping it nice and deep.
Oh.
And just fill in those areas. Again, you don't have to be an artist. With watercolour, it's a lot more forgiving.
Right.
But you can just keep layering up. Just don't over agitate your cardstock. And when you've finished painting it in, if you think, oh, do you know what, it's not quite standing out as much as I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Pop your mask back over, pop some more black ink to bounce it off, and job's done.
I love that sort of black shadow feel it's got coming up
it's really effective, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So I'm just going to move those over, and
It's
I
like when
will
you get this
save
sort of,
them.
the vignette, when you can do that, and the vignette when it takes in the corners and darkens or lightens, and you get that sort of contrast.
That's
it's really lovely.
So all I've done here is I stamped down my script onto some paper and then did the roses on the top, and I've cut myself 5 out. I better like wipe that up.
Is that, the script is
the
about the
script
poppy
is from the poppy,
set, isn't it?
It could have so easily have been the
musical notes.
That's the one. I'm trying to be tidy.
Do you know, I think I mentioned this before, but someone said that if there's any text and anything like that, any script work, that you without subconsciously your brain tries to work out exactly what it says on there. So you have a sort of you give more attention to it, so people study it more. But even if you weren't bothered, I think your brain sort of goes, what is that?
Yeah.
It sort of gains interest in it.
I'm going to move across, and do you know what? I don't normally do the same card twice, so I'm going to put happy birthday on this one.
Mine's not till January, you're okay.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm going by eye there. If it's wonky, just forgive.
That's all right. I've had a drink.
What, coffee?
Yeah, exactly. A strong coffee with
coffee and a waffle.
Something in it. Yeah.
Right.
Coffee and a waffle, hello. That'd be a lovely birthday, that would be.
Yeah. So we've got that happy birthday on there, and what we can do is just add... oh, that's just caught in my bin. You can add in there a little bit of the red. I don't normally pick ink up from a pad, but I'm just trying to be quick to show you. How are we on time? Are we all right?
We've got 8 minutes.
Okay. We'll get this done, definitely.
Yeah.
But just adding a little bit of red in the bottom of there really does transform and look like it's shaded on there. And I believe this one's from the Sunflower Wishes.
Yes, I've got the Sunflower Wishes, yep.
That's it. Right, so that's that. So I think we've done all of the parts. We've just got to pop it together. So I'll keep that to one side.
We had a lovely email, by the way.
Okay.
Who was it from? This one. We'll just double check this one. But Pauline. Now, very good evening, Pauline.
Hi, Pauline.
How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you for being with us. So loving your demonstrations as well with Hazel.
Oh,
absolutely. Thank you for the fabulous demos.
Thank you.
Pauline. Thank you very much indeed, Pauline. Loving your work, which is good. As am I.
Right. So I'm just going to pop everything together. So I've got my script on either side. And I think it's not like on my sample card, I didn't mat and layer. I just had to double look then, but I remembered that I'd done it twice. I think by adding the mat and layer, it adds a little bit more stability to the card.
Right, yes.
And yeah, it's just a bit more quality, isn't it? So I've got my outside layers on, and then I've got that beautiful centerpiece. We'll just add that in.
Really effective just with the red, isn't it, coming through?
And then when we stick this panel on, I'm going to stick it onto here. Go on then, I'll guess. About there. So I'll do it flat and just line that up flush with the bottom and to the outside. And then this one you can bring in, look, and it just goes up on the top. And that way you know it's going to fold flat to post. So just making sure it keeps nice. And then this next bit I would do with some glue gel. And I've just got a couple of roses just to kind of finish it off.
Yes, okay.
So it's up to you how you layer these down. I just like to put that one underneath. I knew I'd do that. I'm going to move it because I'm such a mucky pup. Ta-da! There you go. And then just give them a shape because it just gives them a little bit of dimension then. Just with your finger and your thumb. You could add some glossy accents onto here and that would give a real nice detail to the centres as well. So I've got 3 left that I can just add onto here.
That's right, we've still got 4 minutes.
Ah!
Yeah.
Look at that.
Rose a minute. There you go.
Okay, dun, dun. We'll add that one there and then that one just in there, like so. Now, you could also pop your glossy accents over the sentiment there, and that would shine like it does on the card with love. Yeah, like that. That's it.
Yes, I'll just.
But really effective, and that will fold flat. But really, I just like using the textures. It's kind of a bit of a medley of all of them, really.
There it is with the glossy.
Look at that.
But they are.
It looks wet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does. It really does. Actually, it's. If you'd like to go for the glossy accents, we'll pop the details on that screen for you as well, so if you're looking on the web, so you can just double check those. There we go, 569249, and that's for a set of 2, 13.97. But they really do make it. They do really bring those pop, don't they, coming through? But I love that, and I love the different backgrounds, and that background under the happy birthday, how you've worked with that and laid it. But really lovely.
Have I got time to do a quick background with the?
We've got 2 minutes. Is that 2 minutes?
Go on
just
then.
while you're setting up for that.
Yeah.
Let people know about the happy hour, don't forget, because it is towards the end of the hour for that one. It is a litre for this, if you'd like to go for it. $15.99, basically looking at a half price offer for it. It does end, though, at the end of this hour, 227990. If you want to go for that, if you use a lot of it, get it right now, stock up, check it, but that price will change at the end of the hour. I was only just letting you know that while we're just getting ready with Hazel for this last background. And what you're using, is that the
It's the music background.
Oh, the music background,
And I know I've got ink on it already, so I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just going to clean it now. But this is just to show the beauty of the stamping platform with your inks. So if I was just to grab any random colours, and we're going to stamp down some pink, it could just be anything that you've got. And then we'll go into some green. I mean, normally I probably wouldn't have picked these colours, but these are water to hand.
Yeah. No,
and because we're short on time, that's what I just wanted to show you.
No, thank you.
This can be all stamped down, and then you could maybe stamp your roses on the top.
Actually, those colours seem to work for me. I like them.
They might not now put this one in, but do you know what? It's fine. So there we go. We've got those down. I'll put one little bit more in there because it's just a little bit light. And then again, when you just add a bit of water in here, look, that just moves it around. You then blast that, and then you can go in with a grey or a black, and then you've got that really lovely, colourful background. But then all the detail comes back in.
I love it.
So we've used the stamp to bleed the colour out. Are we okay if we've got 30 seconds yet?
Just 30 seconds.
Right, okay. It's not quite dry, but hey-ho.
Well,
Put your black ink over the top. And that gives you...
There, we got it in. Hazel, thank you very much indeed.
It's been fun.
Oh, it's always
Even
fun.
though you did call me sir.
Very forgiving. Hazel will be back with you live again at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, so carry you through. Hazel, thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much, Tina. Congratulations if you got that. Don't forget to get those happy hours checked out of your basket as well. Don't go anywhere, though. We've got another live hour after this.